Newcastle United vs Arsenal prediction, team news, lineups Premier League. On the back of contrasting evenings in the EFL Cup, Newcastle United and Arsenal return to Premier League duty with a blockbuster battle at St James Park on Saturday evening. While the Magpies eased past holders Manchester United 3-0 on Wednesday evening, the Gunners' knockout run came to an end with a 3-1 fourth-round beating at the hands of West Ham United. Match preview. A far cry from the team they were during February's EFL Cup final, where Erik ten Hag snapped a 6-year trophyless streak for his side. Manchester United lost their grip on the crown to an inspired Newcastle, who completed their revenge mission after their previous Wembley woes and recorded their best away win at Man United in 93 years. Miguel Almiron's finish, Lewis Hall's sumptuous volley and a crisp Joe Willock finish led to a familiar sense of doom and gloom around Old Trafford, as Eddie Howe's team set up a mouth-watering quarter-final outing versus Chelsea and brought an end to their two-game winless run following defeat to Borussia Dortmund and a 2-2 draw with Wolverhampton Wanderers. Evidently feeling the effects of their recent Champions League exploits, Newcastle threw away a pair of slender leads, both of which came via Callum Wilson, to accept a point at Molineux. One which leaves the Magpies 6th in the table with 17 points after 10 matches. Howe's team are currently ranked outsiders when it comes to Champions League qualification, though, as Manchester City, Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal, Liverpool and Aston Villa, who sit 5 points better off than the Magpies, are engaged in a captivating 5-team tussle to dine at Europe's top table. The hosts are more than capable of putting a dent in Arsenal's title aspirations while boosting their own hopes of glory, though, as Newcastle have won each of their last 3 Premier League home games without conceding, recovering the defensive news that made them quite the force to be reckoned with in 2022-23. Not since 1993 have Arsenal added another EFL Cup to their brimming trophy cabinet. And their painful wait for mid-season glory will continue owing to a shoddy display at the London Stadium, where they were pressed off the park by a fired-up West Ham side. There was certainly an element of fortune about 2 of the Hammers' goals. VR would have most likely disallowed Ben White's own goal for Tomas Soucek's shirt pull on Aaron Ramsdale, who was then deceived by a deflected Jared Bowen effort on the hour mark. In between those 2 goals, though, Mohamed Kudus's first touch and bottom corner drive was a thing of beauty, and it took until the last kick of the game for Martin Odegaard to nab a consolation for the Gunners, who have now lost a domestic fixture for the first time this season. Of course, plenty will claim that an early exit is a blessing in disguise as Mikel Arteta's men vie for Premier League and Champions League stardom. And a 5-0 obliteration of Sheffield United last weekend ensured that the Gunners would remain unbeaten 10 games into the new top-flight season, sitting second in the standings only behind Spurs as a result. Furthermore, 2 goals conceded on the road, both of which came at Stamford Bridge last month, is the best defensive record of its kind in the league, and the Gunners defied expectation to sink Newcastle 2-0 at St James Park 6 months ago, prior to which the Magpies' perceived gamesmanship tactics at the Emirates saw Howe's team come away with a goalless draw. Team news. Newcastle's Old Trafford exploits are even more commendable when taking Howe's team selection into account, as the Magpies rested several regular starters amid their ever-growing injury list, which Matt Targett was added to after just 5 minutes on Wednesday with a severe-looking hamstring problem. Targett, who was always expected to drop out for Dan Burn anyway, joins Javier Manquillo groin, Lewis Miley illness, Alexander Isak groin, Sven Botman knee, Elliot Anderson back, Jacob Murphy shoulder and Harvey Barnes foot on the hosts' lengthy absentee list, as well as the banned Sandro Tonali, despite his effervescent performance and fine goal at St James Park. Ex-Arsenal man Willock will likely drop out following his recent fitness problems, as Bruno Guimaraes, Nick Pope, Kieran Trippier, Almiron and Wilson all return to the 11. Arteta can share Howe's pain when it comes to midweek injuries, as the Gunners lost Emile Smith-Rowe to a fresh knee problem before their defeat to West Ham, and the luckless 23-year-old has been ruled out for a number of weeks. Thomas Partey muscle and Gabriel Jesus hamstring should not don the Arsenal colours again before the end of November or beginning of December either. While Jurrien Timber remains on the arduous road to recovery from his ACL injury. The returns of Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, Declan Rice and William Saliba to the Arsenal 11 will be a sight for sore eyes. While Ramsdale, who failed to cover himself in glory at the London Stadium, will hand the gloves back over to David Raya as per. Newcastle United possible starting lineup. Pope, Trippier, Schär, Lascelles, Byrne, Longstaff, Guimaraes, Joelinton, Almiron, Wilson, Gordon. Arsenal possible starting lineup. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Odegaard. Jorginho, Rice, Saka, Ketia, Martinelli. We say, Newcastle United 1-1 Arsenal. While Newcastle deserve immense credit for their Red Devils romping, most teams to have been pitted against a declining Man United this season have given Ten Hag's side a good run for their money. While Arsenal were left to rue two unfortunate goals at the London Stadium. Both sides will be recalling integral performers to their starting 11, but with the Magpies flaunting a resolute defence at home and Arsenal boasting an unparalleled rearguard streak on the road. We can only envisage a low-scoring affair ending all square as the Gunners prolong their unbeaten top-flight record. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.